Understanding the collaboration catalysts. The term catalyst means that the attention to the 6 elements that are related to the compass dimensions will tell you a lot about the quality of your collaboration. And remember, the higher the collaboration quality, the more likely is your collaboration initiative successful. Collaboration catalyst number 3, adaptive innovation. Adaptive innovation belongs to the compass dimension of innovation. It means ensuring novel pathways of the collaboration ecosystems are possible through co-creation of transformation prototypes. This means of little like views into the future, looking at how the future could look like and focusing on these early wins and this easy to achieve results. And also the attention to emergent opportunities. This requires creative prototyping, so visible co-design small examples of how the future could look like, create excitement and commitment. It also requires knowledge management because all relevant stakeholders need to have access to the information that they need. And it also requires planning flexibility, staying agile in strategy adjustments because this helps people to overcome difficulties. In phase 1, adaptive innovation means for resonance building and context understanding, make sure you find out what works already and you appreciate what already works instead of ignoring it. Also look for innovative approaches or for emerging prototypes of the future that you shouldn't overlook. In building a container for change, ensure that you have a good mix of people. Innovators definitely need to be part of it. So in creative prototyping, even in phase 1, you should already be kind of half green because this is about looking for prototypes, looking for emerging opportunities, looking for good ideas. In knowledge management, it is all about finding out about the situation. So the entire systems understanding belongs to knowledge management. So you should already be half in the green area. And in planning flexibility, you should be in the green area because a phase 1 requires to be very adaptive, very agile, and very much being able to adjust to the needs of stakeholders. In phase 2, adaptive innovation in building and formalizing structures is for clarifying resources, for planning the future, and for the agreement on structures. Important that all stakeholders have the necessary information at hand. So you need to bring in expertise when needed, because sometimes you are among experts that know everything about the situation, the problem, and the future. And sometimes there are stakeholders involved who may not have all the information. So you need to make sure that everybody gets up to the same level of knowledge and then adequately bring expertise in, external, internal, or from other examples, whatever is appropriate to the situation. Also, vision development needs to be a joint effort. There's no sense in declaring a vision and then just getting people to buy in. Vision development is a joint effort, and it is supported by creative forms of co-designing images of the desired future. So in terms of creative prototyping in phase 2, you should be in the green area because you're really carving out the future. That should work. You should be green in the knowledge management, and you should also be already half green in the planning flexibility, although phase 2 will show that the moment you build structures, you will get less flexible and you probably need to adjust to flexibility again in phase 3. So phase 3 in adaptive innovation, in implementing and evaluating, there are different aspects that are important here. For transparent communication, make sure you keep stakeholders informed about the progress. In celebrating results, this should always be done in a way that really honors stakeholder contributions. So saying thank you is an important aspect of adaptive innovation because that makes people excited to even invent new future pathways. And make sure that learning mechanisms allow for strategy adjustments and also focus on innovation, testing prototypes, and finding novel pathways. So in a phase 3, you should be green and creative prototyping because you're really making up the future as you go. You need to be green in knowledge management because this is all about keeping stakeholders informed about what they do, keeping each other informed, having learning exchanges, etc. And you will have learned by that time that plans are important, but you need to adjust plans. And I guess that at that stage, stakeholders are trained enough to know that they need to have regular strategy reviews so that they can adjust strategy. In phase 4, adaptive innovation for sustaining and expanding impact has also several aspects. For building next level containers and establishing management structures, you need to make sure that you tap into people's creativity and in their desire to make a difference, because you probably will involve new stakeholders. So you need to kind of awaken that sense of future possibilities in them in order for them to be creative and also be adaptable and innovative. So it is about preparing quality reports about previous phases to engage new stakeholders, but also be open to new ideas. For governance and learning systems, it's important to cultivate a spirit of discovery and keep innovative ideas at the forefront. So in creative prototyping, you probably go back to a green-yellow area because this is about new stakeholders, and this is about kind of really setting up a new collaboration ecosystem with new pathways and new plans. So you will probably not be as you were in the past in terms of creative prototyping. In knowledge management, you should still be green because this is all about understanding the next level system. And in planning flexibility, that may reduce a little bit because you're building management structures. And the moment you build management and governance structures, the moment you expand structures, your flexibility will naturally reduce a little bit. So you need to keep watching that. Remember, there are 5 more collaboration catalysts: collective value, dialogic communication, contextual impact, co-design strategy, and cooperative delivery.